Welcome back. DMDK chief Vijay Kant has slammed the DMK by nailing it to the Tamil Eelam issue. He vehemently questioned the party chief as to why he was conducting the TSO now, when he remained mute about it while he was in power. Captain Vijay Kant said that he will visit all the districts in Tamil Nadu from tomorrow to announce several welfare schemes on behalf of the DMDK. He also took a jibe at the AIADMK government by saying that corruption was at its peak during its regime.
இருக்கிற தமிழெல்லாம் செத்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் டெஸ்ஸா மாநாடு கம்முன்னு இருக்கிற தமிழர்கள்லாம் இறந்துட்டாங்கன்னா டெஸ்ஸா மாநாடை பற்றி ஏன்டா பேசுகிறேன்? டெஸ்ஸா மாநாடு நடக்கும் பொழுது என்னென்ன மதுரையில் நடந்தது உங்களுக்கு தெரியுமா? முதலமைச்சராக இருந்தது யார் போன தடவை? யார் கூட்டணி கட்சியோட தொடர்பு இருந்தா? அதெல்லாம் அன்னைக்கு பிரபாகரன் உயிரோடு இருக்கும்போதே இவர் காப்பாற்றலையா? இனிமே வந்து தான் டெஸ்ஸா மாநாட்டில் இலங்கை தமிழர் காப்பாற்ற போறீங்களா?
Moving on, huge parts of North India spent the night and much of the morning without any electricity after a massive power outrage. This is the worst failure of the northern grid in the past 11 years. A PTI report says that the northern grid has now completely been restored. The crisis began at 2:30 a.m. when the northern power grid collapsed. 7 states including Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana and all of Delhi were plunged into darkness. 370 million people were affected. That's more than the population of the United States and Canada combined.
प्रेजेंट 85% के ऊपर रिस्टोर हो चुका है. सब अभी एक आधे घंटे में रिस्टोर हो जाएगा.
सर, दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री शीला दीक्षित भी आई थी मिलने. क्या किस तरीके की बातचीत हुई?
उन्होंने बजा है कि वो सेपरेट दिल्ली के लिए करके दो बोला और विल कंसिडर.
Well, Delhi woke up to a Monday without any electricity. As metro trains weren't running, commuters hit the roads where traffic lights weren't working. At 9 a.m., attendance was sparse at activist Anna Hazare's protest camp in the capital. But perhaps because it was a pleasant overcast day in Delhi or because 75-year-old Anna entered the second day of his hunger strike, by 2 p.m. it was house full at Anna's venue, Jantar Mantar. Anna warned the government that it will have to go if it does not bring a strong Lokpal bill, as a wave of protest was building up.
While I concede that Satyagraha, Anshan, fast is all a tool we've used during our freedom struggle and thereafter, but it can't be used for threatening and blackmailing. Who is empowered to make laws under the Constitution? The Member of Parliament. He has to be sure, he has to study, he has to put his mind to what he puts his vote to.
We are not here, we are here sacrificing for the nation. We are not here blackmailing. We are not here for fun. We all have air-conditioned homes. We all have a lot of work to do. We have all worthy causes to follow. We put aside everything, and not just we. Look at the thousands of others around the country, around the world, and hundreds of them sitting on fast.
गुंजाइश बातचीत के लिए नहीं है, ऐसे किसने कहा? सदा बातचीत, डेमोक्रेसी में बातचीत ही एक सबसे महत्वपूर्ण जरिया है कुछ चीज हासिल करने के लिए. तो ये तो मैं कह ही नहीं सकती कि सरकार की तरफ से किसी ने कहा है कि बातचीत नहीं होगी.
Dialogue with whom? Again they're making false statements. Dialogue with whom? We would love to have a dialogue, but dialogue with which credible people? We've had a letter from the Prime Minister and it remains unhonored. We have a resolution of the Parliament which remains unimplemented. Dialogue with whom? Please tell us. The people of this country are wanting to know, who do we trust today?
Staying with the issue, a total of 50 people claiming to be supporters of Anna Hazare were detained for protesting outside the house of Union Agriculture Minister Sharad Pawar. After protesting outside the Prime Minister's residence, supporters of Anna held demonstrations outside the residence of the NCP leader. The protesters had blocked the road and declined to clear the front gate of Pawar's house when the police tried to disperse them. News from the Northeast. Union Home Minister P. Chidambaram met the victims of the ethnic violence in a camp for refugees in Assam's Trifton Kokrajhar and assured them of all possible assistance. The visit comes 2 days after Prime Minister Manmohan Singh visited the district and announced a 300 crore rupees package. Chidambaram was accompanied by Union Minister of State for Development of Northeastern Region, Pawan Singh Gatawar, and State Transport Minister Chandan Brahma.
I can't stand with this guy.
As early as possible, gently persuade them to go back to the villages. I've spoken to the people in the camps. All of them are anxious to go back to the villages, but naturally they want to know whether they will be safe and secure in their villages. They also want to know how government will help them rebuild their houses. I have assured them on behalf of the Government of India and the Government of Assam that we will help them rebuild their houses and we will provide security in the villages.
BJP leader LK Advani, who visited the 2 refugee camps in Kokrajhar district, said that the conflict in Kokrajhar and neighbouring districts in Assam was due to immigration from across the border. His visit follows a fact-finding tour by a BJP team led by party's National General Secretary Vijay Goel.
I am very unhappy at what I have seen, what I have heard, and it is distressing that in this year, 2012, the country should be faced with this kind of situation, कि जहाँ पर हजारों लोग बेघर हो जाएं. Till now we thought it's only Kashmir where a whole population has been rendered homeless, and for a long time. I hope that this situation will not be repeated in Assam, and these persons who have been made homeless and are living in relief camps are settled in their own homes as the earlier.
It's another short break for now, but we'll be right back soon.